intuition is like a magical power that helps you figure out what is what, that ultimately comes from God Himself through different means like wisdom and common sense and things that you learn from other people, and through different things that you have in your spirit, your soul, and your emotions, and your physical body itself. Different built-in things with the five senses that you have, or possibly more than five senses. You know, you have the, like, what is it, like five senses of your, your eyes, your sight, your hearing with your ears, your nose for smelling, taste buds, the feeling with your hands, and touch and feel, and you have your tongue, the ability to digest and to taste things and smell things, see things, hear things, and to remember things, think about things. And intuition happens mostly in your head, and and it's mostly with your soul, with the part that makes the decisions for you. It's that center part of your life, your integrity and of your character, your attributes of making decisions. It's you, who you really are, not your body, but inside your body, or it's just like spiritually speaking, like you make decisions, and when you're making decisions, sometimes you kind of consult with your emotions, your feelings, and usually that's what we do. We let our feelings and emotions guide us, and we shouldn't really, but we kind of do, and that's what we do. And a lot of times our feelings and emotions guide us, and we get consumed with like anger, or with fear, sadness, or maybe even happiness and proudfulness, arrogance, pridefulness. All these different emotions can take control of us and then guide us down a path that we shouldn't really go down. But it happens almost like our emotions and our feelings, they become an intoxication, they become a drug, they intoxicate us. We get under that influence. We're under the influence. That's something they say when somebody's like an alcoholic, or they drink too much alcohol, or they had too many drugs with the needle, or however you want to do it, like sniff up a line, or tail it up, have some weeds, some marijuana, some Mary J. Um, all these different drugs, have too much of it, or have too much alcohol, you get under the influence. Or you can get under the influence of your own emotions, your feelings, or even like your mind. You can get consumed in your thoughts when you're thinking too much about like the past, or the future, or the present, and the emotions get involved with your brain, and it's like intermixed in some kind of psychological storm of a mix, of a combination between your feelings, your emotions, with your mind, and your mind starts thinking about the way you feel, and then you could think about the different emotions, and start to feel the different emotions of like worry, or anger, or sadness, or all these different things, and it can consume you and control you, lead you down a path to the dark side, like Yoda says to baby little 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker. You know, what does he say? Like, one thing leads to another thing, and that thing leads to another thing, and that leads to the dark side of the Force. And you really don't want to go down that path. You don't want to go down that slip and slide, because the hungry hippos will eat you. Certain things will eat you. So it's important to have a clear head, and to make decisions from your soul, from your intuition. And that's what's so important about intuition, is that it's like a secret weapon where you don't let this, like, your worry, your emotions, your feelings make your decisions. Like, oh, I'm scared, so I'm gonna run away. Because that's what courage is all about. Courage is not the absence of, like, fear and being scared. Courage is this overcoming fear and being scared, and so and other things. Like, that's that's what being a hero is all about, and having certain character and attributes from your integrity is what makes you who you are. And it can make or break you. It can make you a better person, a much better person, if you choose to do certain things based off what you should do instead of based off how you feel. And your intuition can be your guide at times. It can be the kind of wisdom where you get this, like, feeling, but it's not just like a bad feeling. I mean, it could be a bad feeling, but it's not coming from the place where your ordinary feelings come from, but it comes from another place where, like, maybe you have, like, spiritual feelings that you get from, like, a higher power, or from a different source that's not physical and not dependent on your body and your biography and your biology of your physical body and physical emotions and feelings. There could be something that's beyond that, that's, like, unexplainable, that's spiritual, from the depths of your soul. That's something that doctors can't see, that scientists can't see. That's, like, in only the spiritual sense and the spiritual realm, where you take in everything you have from your feelings and your brain and this your soul, your heart, and and you look at everything and you make decisions. And sometimes you get, like, a hunch, you get this intuition twist where you're like, I have a funny feeling about this person, so I'm not gonna trust this person, or about this decision that I need to make, and I'm not gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, based off my intuition. I just have this feeling, but not an emotional feeling, but more like a spiritual feeling of something deep inside of you that you don't know where it came from, and it ultimately comes from God, hopefully, and not from, like, the devil. Because if it comes from the devil, then you're being tricked and you're being conned, and something bad might happen if you go down that path, and sometimes that happens too. But intuition is a very important word for me, because I like to say things like, oh, I have so much intuition and I can make decisions, and I have so much wisdom, and I know what to do sometimes, because I have this spider sense, I have this sixth sense, that film, The Sixth Sense, and oh, I see dead people, and I can make these decisions because somehow I have this special magical power, magical ability, like I'm a superhero, and intuition basically means all those different things about making decisions with this special, like, magical ability to, like, see through walls like Superman, or to see into the eyes, into the gateway into the souls of others, and to decide the integrity of others, which nobody can actually see the integrity of others, but we kind of think we can. But the world is gray and we're blind and we can't really see black and white, but only to an extent can we, and we try our best, and we all think that we have tons of intuition, or to different extents, and I like intuition, but it really depends, and it depends on a lot of different things. So what do you think about intuition? Do you have it? Do you not have it? Do you know people with intuition? What do you think intuition is and what it's all about? Let me know. You can email me at originaloatmeal@gmail.com. Originaloatmeal@gmail.com, or you can leave some comments below, as many comments as you want, and you can like and subscribe to me, or else I will come to your house and take your intuition away, like Santa Claus being really angry and taking away the toys back. Except I'm not gonna take away your toys. You can have your toys, but I will take your intuition somehow, some way. It's like taking the shadow from Peter Pan. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a Will Smith.